Let's cut Olivia Newton-John out for the channel. "28 minutes was a ranting." 28 minutes. Sorry. Right, let's go. Next. Minnie Driver. Have we done? I think I've done Minnie Driver on that. There's a picture of his penis as well. In a blue bikini. Mnemonic memories. Minnie Driver. Oh no, wrong one. Wait. I'll find it anyway. Not that one. That one, Peter. Olivia Newton-John. Paste. Minnie Driver. Have I done him? Oh. Maybe not. I thought I had. Right, that's not showing. Let's go back to the top. Minnie Driver. He's got a wide face. That reminds me, I've got to move the satellite dish. Images. It looks like a few people I can see. Andy McDowell. Who's the one who plays Lara Croft? Rona Mitra. I can see Rona Mitra is a good one to do. I ain't done that one yet. When looking at a man's face, when we do cross sections, wide at the top, widest in the middle, wide again at the bottom. When looking at a woman's face, we go widest at the top, narrow in the middle, narrowest at the bottom. So you get this egg shape versus this blockhead look. Once you can see them. Let's put that one back. And what you've got is wide eyes, big triangle look. The face fills the skull nicely. He has got a big skull though. I'll give you that. But look at the jawline. That right there is an absolute a diesel of a jawline. Look at the size of that jaw. You got to be kidding me. If you think that's a woman. Nice big thick clavicles, flat chested, huge bolt on arms. Look at the shoulders bolted on. Look, better picture. Look at the bolted on arms. There's no bra strap in the history of bra straps that can climb its way over that clavicle and fall off. The amount of times I've seen real women pulling straps back up on dresses and tops and t-shirts. These men don't have to do that ever. Look at the size of that jawbone. Look at his neck. Look at his neck. His bolt-on shoulders, look. Huge, thick trachea. A place to put Mama's spicy meatball. And I could literally fill water into those clavicles and small budgerigars would land in those clavicles. Man, look at the size of them shoulders. You got to be kidding me. It looks like me nana's sideboard. I could put vases full of flowers all over them shoulders. Someone get a spirit level. You got to be kidding me if you think that's a woman. Look at this. I could drive a London bus straight up his chest. I've seen more cleavage in an animal farm, in a pig farm, than I have there. I've seen more cleavage in a pig farm. Look at the five head. Here, look at the distance in that skull. Here's another one, look, with a smaller face. Who's got the bigger face, look? Matt Damon with a sloping jawline, pointed chin versus that absolute diesel of a... Look at that shadow caster. And then look at that pointed chin. Give me a break. Same here, look. Pointed chin. It goes from chin literally to skin, look, neck. Whereas this one goes chin and then it goes right back. Shadow casting before you hit the neck. Because a man has got a longer chin and jawbone than a woman. His chin protrudes past the forehead, look. You do see this, right? How the forehead is set backwards. It not only slopes backwards, look, but it's set back from the chin. If you draw a line straight up there, look, you're going to miss that brow bone. I don't know how many times I have to show you the place to put Mama's spicy meatball. The square jaw, the deep set eyes. It's a man. Final answer. Minnie Driver, back file. Give me that name. Paste. Searching. Whilst it searches, I'll go after Minnie's gate. Has Minnie got an husband? Minnie Driver, husband. Let's have a look at her. Oh, it's the same one with the 5 head and close set eyes. Look at that. Look how wide it is at the top. Widest, narrow, egg-shaped face. Widest in the middle. Look, you can see it. Look how the face comes down but kicks out at the cheek. It doesn't do it on this person. Addison. His name is Addison. They've always got to have son or man in the name. Like man, who gave me a love bite. That's, what do you call her? I want to call him Bolton, but it's not Bolton, is it? Can't remember her name. Brolin. Josh Brolin. Look at Minnie Driver's shoulder here. Look at that shoulder. You got to be kidding me. Wide eyes, close set eyes. Short sloping forehead, wide flat forehead. Let's go back. Look at this. Bolt on shoulders and bolt on boobs. You got to be kidding me. Again and again, the small face look reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio. The wide 5 head with a dial M for Masons. The absolute square jawline versus the sloping jawline of a woman. No Adam's apple and trachea. All Adam's apple and trachea. We're done. Minnie Driver. Oh, bikini. Before we go to gate, bikini. Bikini bottom. Brace yourselves now, because it's not a very pretty sight. Minnie Driver, trying to look like a woman. There's just one question. Where's your hips at? Why's your ass flat? It's not the picture I'm looking for. He's got an Adonis belt. You do see the shadow, right? This line here that draws inward and then downward on each side, look. Inward and then downward. That's a man. Full stop. Pink's got the same body. Dad bod, look. He's got dad bod. No chicken nom nom. Absolutely no backside. No arse cheek whatsoever. Still not looking for the right picture, Peter. Where is it? That's the right bikini set. I think that is the right bikini. I just need the right picture. Dang it. Who's that? Uma Thurman. Uma, what's that? You seem to be sagging a bit in the middle. Like you've took something. Minnie Driver. Bulging a bit. That's still not the right picture. Let's go back. That's the right picture set. It's not the right picture. Oh, is he going to have a baby? Where's that? Ah, he's going to have a baby. Look, he's pregnant, Peter. Is he? It's like, right, if that's a 9, what do you reckon she is there? 22 months pregnant. Where's the boobs? Where's the baby fat hanging on the arms? Where's my bingo wings? Why is there not a giant buttock there? If you've got a belly like that, you've got a booty to match. It was on live telly, Jane. It was on Big Brother. I watched it live. But whoever was sat with Jade said, your kebab's hanging out, Jade. But I don't think they showed it. I don't think. Wow. Look at the arms on this thing here. Absolute vine swinger. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to see more of that picture there. Let's see more. There. Still not the right bikini shot. There it is. I think that's close. Oh my, what is that look? Explain to me what that is. Because I've never looked at a woman's moo-moo and thought, that looks like a testicle. Never. And that looks like a testicle. It looks like it's tucked really, really badly. That's still not the right picture. Look at that! Where's Gunther? I need Gunther. Give me that. Why is it not playing? What's going on here?
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong. My ding ding dong. I don't care what you say. Women's vaginas do not cast shadows like that. You want to tell me that's the mon pubis, the pubic bone? You got no chance. I know a dick when I say it's tucked. That's still not the right picture. There's an even better one than that. It literally looks like his frank is hanging down and his bean is tucked in behind it. It literally looks like it. That's still not the right picture I'm looking for. Right, let's get his gates because I can't find that picture. It's been ghosted. Look at the size of that head. Right, look, I can't explain this. Look at this head compared to that one with the sloping jawline, pointed chin, smaller dentures. Look at that absolute diesel. It's a diesel of a jawline. Look at that absolute diesel of a jawline. That is not narrow. It's not sloping. It's wide at the top. It's widest in the cheekbones, look. And then it's wide again at the bottom. Absolute blockhead. With a place to put Mama Spicy Meatball. And 2 places for small budgerigars to bathe. Minnie Driver. Actually, let's try blue bikini. Blue bikini. It might bring me more pictures up. That's the one. I'm sure that's it. I've already seen it. I'll know in a minute because I took it for Twitter. Let's get rid of the blue bikini. Walking. Minnie Driver. Yes, Minnie Driver. I agree. Straight legs. Knees together, look. Space between the feet. If it was a woman, this knee at the back would be buckled out towards forward. Like this, look. It'd be buckled outwards, look, towards 4 o'clock. And on this side, it'll do it. It still is doing it at 8 because that's how a woman's legs bend into a diamond. Minnie Driver. They're not. None of them's Minnie Driver. Is that Minnie Driver? That is. Can't quite see it. That one's better. Straight legs. Look, the knees are together, but the man's knees are not together. Look, there's a diamond being created as he walks. Men don't create diamonds. Women do. Because they separate their knees when walking. Look, you can see it good on this one. Look, see the diamond in the background. Look, because that knee and that foot is buckled outwards. These are just 2 men trying to walk like women. Don't fall for it. Minnie Driver. Again, he's not walking. Holy look at these vine swing. Look at the size of those hands. Oh, absolute Tarzan of the jungle. George of the jungle. Watch out for that tree. The neck. There was talking about his neck. Minnie Driver, straight, look at the size of them shoulders. Straight legs, knees together. Not straight legs, look, knees not together. Diamond forming when she walks. Look at the short sloping shoulders. Look at the real big, flat, plain shoulders. This is what we're talking about. Look at them shoulders. Look at them arms. Look at the size of those hands. George of the Jungle. They're so easy to see them when you see them, folks. They stand out like sore thumbs. The jawbones are absolutely square and flat. And they come with Getty Images telling you what they are. Sad state of affairs in that picture. But it is what it is. People often ask, why does God allow this to happen? Man allows this to happen. Let's put it like this. Man allows this to happen through his own ignorance. But to answer the question, why does God allow them to get away with this? Because he allows you to get away with your sins as well. It's up to you to separate right from wrong. 40 years of my life was in ignorance. I was speaking to Lou earlier on. She said, it's blissful though, that ignorance, because you don't know the truth. You're not awake. But on the same breath, she said, I wouldn't want to go back. And I agreed. I concur wholeheartedly. I would not want to go back to being asleep. It's blissful. You might get a peaceful night's sleep. I hadn't had one of them for about 12 years. You might get a peaceful night's sleep. But in all honesty, I could never go back to it. I'd sooner have these sleepless nights, the tossing and turning, the worrying. I'd sooner have it than be blissfully unaware to what I can only now describe as a Frankenstein monster, a Dr. Frankenfurter out there, Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's going to create a man. Well, that's what they did. They created man into woman and woman into man. They didn't do it the way God did it, biologically. They've done it aesthetically, using chemicals and plastic surgery, because there is no way any chemical on earth can change a boy into a girl or a girl into a boy. It cannot happen. God made sure that it's a 50-50. Forensics wouldn't work if they could use chemicals to take a young baby boy, fill him full of estrogen and turn him into that. How do you turn that into that? You can't. So the minute someone says the word free Martin to you, this is where we're ended up. Swire syndrome. The woman looks just like a man. No, it's a man. The man looks like a woman. No, it's a woman. It's always been a 50-50. God made it so. Night and day, sun and moon, hot and cold, fire and ice, boys and girls. I live in a binary system. And in this system, men have chins that protrude past the forehead and women's chins tucked behind the forehead. Look, men have much squarer, sharper jawlines than the softer female. Men have much bigger, wider, longer skulls than that of the woman. It's practice. Until you know these faces off by heart, you won't see them. But once you do, that male face jumps out at you. And once you can see the face, the neck becomes apparent. It's a male neck supporting the bigger skull. And once you see the neck, you see the shoulders. Bigger, thicker clavicles, upper body strength. Everything on the man is bigger on the upper body. On the woman, it's on the lower half, in the hip area. This is where a woman's strength is, because she kicks out babies. This is where a man's strength is, because he kicks out houses and cars and builds boats. This is a man's world. Sung by James Brown, grandmother of soul and blues. That's right. I always ask myself how James Brown could do the splits like that. And it's because I was looking at a woman with a husky voice. There's your woman walking in line. Someone posted something on Twitter. I wonder if it'll come up. I bet it doesn't. Home. Oh, Twitter's going real slow. I don't know if it'll show it. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know how many posts there's been since I watched it. Right, but it didn't say it was AI. You know, usually if it's AI, it says it's AI. I've got a problem here.
They then allegedly...
No, stop. Let me just go back to these criminals. First of all, I've got Marimar Martinez, MM, Master Mason, 33 harder in the dude's name. He's got a big square head, hasn't he, for a girl, don't you think, and a thick brow bone. And this one's got quite a soft jawbone for a dude, and close set eyes. The main problem with mainstream stories is it's full of flip-flops. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. Let's go back to where I say, look at them eggheads. I'm not going to find it. If I see it again, I'll open it and save it. Take me home. Yeah. I'll open and save it. There was like a group of people, and they were talking or showing something off, but the comment said it's the first 5 seconds that blow you away. And I must have watched this video about 6 or 7 times, the first 5 seconds. And then all of a sudden it hit me what everyone was seeing that I wasn't seeing. I've got to find it, because if you've seen it and you know what I'm talking about, there's a woman in the background with open toe sandals like this. Only when you see her feet, honestly, you'd think it was AI. I was thinking AI, but usually it tells you if it's AI, right? I was just like, sweet baby Jesus. It was a woman, but she had feet like a chimpanzee, like opposing toes. Opposable toes. You'd never see me like it. Did half make me laugh. I'll see if I can find it again another time. Right, anyway, Minnie Driver's a bloke, look, straight legs, knees together. Till the cows come home. He's a fella. And we've seen his nuts, right? You've just seen his nuts and his Frankenbeans. We're done. Minnie Driver is a man. David Duchovny, knees are separated, knees are together. That's how simple it is to spot them. And again, the wide hips, the smaller skull of a woman, the shorter arms, look. We're done. Minnie Driver's a fella. Minnie Driver, there it is. Bink. Oh, it wasn't the same picture. It definitely wasn't the same picture. They have ghosted that picture I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. Minnie Driver. Paste. There it is. What is that? What is that? Go on, try and tell me that's Minnie's Minnie. Because that is not a mini, is it? No, it's not.